Hello guys, and welcome back to another class of our course about the complete introduction to data science. So until now we talked about many things, and we talked as well about NumPy. So until now you guys should have your PyCharm terminal ready with NumPy installed on it. So basically having access to all NumPy functions and features. So in today's class, we are gonna learn some basic NumPy operations in this class as well as in the next class, and we are gonna talk about some NumPy functions, but more in the next class. In this class is just an introduction, so we are gonna learn some basic operations. So basically, as I said, we are gonna learn some basic operations that we can do with NumPy, so you guys will have a little introduction to it, and you're gonna see it's not that hard to understand. It's basically like Python programming, just with more features. So the first thing that we want to do to have access to those functions is pretty simple. We will import our NumPy, functions. So as always, we'll write down import NumPy as NP or as anything you want. And the first thing that we want to do is create ourselves an array. So basically all those operations work with arrays. So, well, the operations that we are going to learn today. So basically those operations will tell us many things. So for example, the number of dimensions inside of array, the size of an array, the shape of the array, and many other things. So let's start. Basically, the first thing that we want to do is create ourselves a variable. So let's create a variable and call it var1 in this case. And var1 will be equal to what exactly? So just create yourselves an array. So the array could be anything you want. So don't forget np.array. And from this moment, you want to create yourselves an array. So let's say it's going to be 2, 4, 6 for the purpose of this example. So with the knowledge that you guys have about arrays, you should know that this is a one-dimensional array. All right, so basically what we want to do right now is just print this array to see that everything works perfectly. So we will print our array, so print var1. If we run our little Python app, as you can see, it's gonna be 2, 4, 6. So everything works fine, everything is perfect. Awesome. Right now, the first thing that we will learn to do is learning what is the item size of each element of our array. So basically learning to know what is the item size of each of those numbers, in bytes, of course. So pretty simple. You will simply write down print var1 dot item size. So basically, this is a simple function or formula that will allow you to know what is the item size of each element right here. So in this case, it's 4. No matter what number you write down, it's gonna be 4. So well, for small numbers, if you write down bigger numbers, maybe it's gonna change. So in this case, it's still 4. All right. So this would be the first operation that we are gonna learn. The second one that we are gonna talk about would be an operation that will allow us to know what is the data type of the elements that are inside of our array. And basically how this works is pretty much the same way. So it's gonna be the end function. So the first thing you need is your array. Then you'll print the name of your array dot d type. So very important, d type. And if you run the app, you will see that ent32 is the data type of elements that are inside of our arrays right here. Inside of this array right here. So basically, those are the two first operations that we are gonna learn. Next one that we will talk about is an operation that will allow us to know how many dimensions there is inside of our array. So in this case, as we all know, this is a one-dimensional array. So if we want to know the number of dimensions, it's pretty simple. We will do the exact same thing. We will just write down n_dim. And if we run the app, as you can see, it's going to be 1. For the purpose of this example, let's just add another line of code that will print our array as well. So if we run our app, we will have our one-dimensional array right here, and we'll have a little 1 right here. Now let's say we want to add another dimension to our array. So pretty simple. What we'll do is we'll simply add some parentheses. And we will just copy our line of code and put it right here. So let's say we want to change it just to make it a bit more fancy. Add a tree right here and a 5 right there. So we have odd number and even numbers. If we run our app, as you can see, it changed. It became a 2-dimensional array, so we have a little 2 right here. And even if we add some other lines right here, so it's still going to stay a 2-dimensional array, as you can see there. All right, so this is for the 3 first formulas. The next thing that we are gonna talk about is how to find out the size of a certain array. So in this case, it's pretty simple. What we want to do is let's just keep it a 2-dimensional array with just 2 lines and 3 columns. With the 2 columns and 3 rows, sorry. So pretty simple. What we'll do right now is simply try to know what is the size of this array. And basically what we'll do is we'll simply write down our variable dot size. And if we run the app, as you can see, the size of this array would be 6 elements, since we have 6 elements right here. If once again we add some more elements, so we add some other lines, so it's gonna change. It's gonna be 12 in this case because we have 12 of them. If we make it a bit smaller, as you can see right here, we'll have 9 of them. All right, so basically those are pretty simple, as you can see. The next function that we are gonna talk about will tell us what is the shape of the array. So in other words, how many columns and how many rows there is inside of our array. So basically right now, if we just delete, well, right now we have 3 columns, 3 rows. It's pretty simple. But in this case right here, we'll have 2 columns and 3 rows. So if we decide to run our app, what we'll do is pretty simple. We'll just go here and write down var1.shape. And if we run it, as you can see, we have right here 2 columns and 3 rows. So basically 1 column is the thing right here. So 1, 2, and 3 rows. So 1, 2, and 3. So pretty simple to understand. All right, so next thing that we are gonna learn is how to reshape our array. So let's say in this case we have 2 columns and 3 rows. In the next in the next function, what we'll learn to do is how to transform this function into a function that has, well, how we can transform this array that has 2 columns and 3 rows into an array that has 3 columns and 2 rows, because yes, it's possible to do it. So what exactly we want to do is pretty simple. So we will write down another line of code right here. We'll write down var1. So in this case, it's our variable var1. And what we want to do is want to reshape it. So we will write down the name of our variable again, dot reshape. So the name of this operation would be reshape. And then we open up our parentheses. And how many columns we want in this case? We want 3 columns and 2 rows. So what we'll do right now, we'll just run our app. And as you can see, it changed right now. So basically we have the exact same array, just this time with 3 columns and 3 rows. Basically you can create another array with that, well, with this array right here. You can't have another array that has, for example, 3 columns and 3 rows. If you do it, you'll see it's gonna be an error. So if you try it out and you try to run it, as you can see, it's gonna be an error because it doesn't make sense. So you can transform 3 columns and 2 rows into 2 columns and 3 rows. It's possible, but it's not possible to like create weird things like, for example, an infinity of columns and infinity of rows. So that's just basic logic. So until now, you guys have learned plenty of basic operations. So the first thing we talked about the item size. We talked about the D type that allow us to know the type of data that we have. We talked about the ndim, the operation that allow us to know what is the number of dimensions inside of our array. We talked as well about the shape and the reshape function, well, shape and reshape function that allow us to know what is the shape of the array, and for the reshape function that allow us to reshape our function how we want it. So basically transform columns into rows and rows into columns. So until now, you guys can see it's not that hard to understand. So those are really the basics of NumPy with Python, so how to use NumPy on Python. Those are the basic operations. So in the next few classes, we are still gonna talk about some other operations and some other functions that are pretty cool, and some other cool stuff that you can do with NumPy. So that's it for this class, guys, and see you all in our next class.